going to go into one of our topics now.
Oh, yeah.
And this is based on a thing you might have seen last night, Matthew.
It's
the start of ITV2's The Big Reunion.
Fantastic.
Oh, yeah. You loved it. You were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
It's an 8-part series, if you didn't see it, following 6 disbanded pop groups in the 90s as they reformed for a one-off concert at London's Hammersmith Apollo. And they all seem to be a little apprehensive about giving it a go the second time around, to say the least. Watch this.
I mean, I haven't sung for 6 years. The idea of doing it all again is terrifying to me.
I know what I want, I know what I don't want, and certainly won't be bullied.
My biggest anxiety about doing this, there's only one, and it's Sinead, I think. It's just how I'm going to feel about being in her person again.
It's hard to hear that, like. It's hard to hear that.
It's either going to go 2 ways. I'm either going to be able to handle it this time, or probably go proper you won't see me for about 4 or 5 years.
Oh, it's absolutely riveting, that
yeah.
programme.
So, I mean, they're all going back, aren't they? What,
Yeah.
20 years or so?
Yeah.
But do you think, I mean, just more generally, should you ever go back?
Well, I think their problem is they were so young. I would never go back because I haven't got time. Not that far, no. I can't remember that far back. I think
You know, if you were asked to do Stars in Their Eyes again or something
Yes.
like that, would you do that?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
When I was watching this, it occurred to me that anybody who has ever got famous is faced with the same problems that those poor people on that programme have.
Yeah.
Their problem is that it was so much more intense, the numbers were so much bigger, and they were babies. They were like 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yeah.
So for them to go back, I think it would be a great thing as a one-off.
Yeah.
Because they'd
To
know
kind of
what to do this time.
Yeah, and they might
And
enjoy
enjoy
themselves.
it, yeah. Don't you find that, though? We don't tend to enjoy ourselves. We let life... We're always angst about everything, aren't we, in life? And through your 20s, you think, I'm not happy with that, my bum's too big, this isn't right. And then you get to your 30s and you think you look great in your 20s, and then you get to your 40s and you think, I looked absolutely brilliant in my 30s. And I mean, I always say never go back, and that I was always... You did?
Oh,
I know. I'm always going back. I've gone back to what I feel comfortable with now, and I've gone back to my first love.
Well, I've gone back to acting, and that's...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's
Which is
how
your
I started,
yeah.
and I've kind of gone back to that, and I've eschewed the presenting from my life. But I've been talking to Jimmy Osmond in the green room, and of course he has his brothers, and he had a brilliant point. I shouldn't do his interview for him really, but but he said because he was with his family, they had to get over their crises, and I thought that was a very good point.
You know what Take That said? It said, you can look back, but don't stare. I don't know what it means, but it's a very good saying, isn't it?
I think that, and somebody thought it was worth clapping then. As
Yeah,
well. Just the one, yeah.
You can look back, but don't stare. I'm not sure, but it sounds...
Throw in
I
the
mean,
face.
it's true, isn't it? You can look back to your young self, but don't stare at it for very long, for God's sake.